Hello and welcome to Voyagers Adventure, which is my new adventure themed theme park series. So I thought I'd just start off by saying that this series will be an update style series. This will just be because I feel like time lapses were putting too much pressure on sort of what I was building and just not really getting to the standard of building I was wanted to get into most of the time, and like building nearly 100 clips per episode and such. It just took too long with editing, so we are doing an update style series. So I'll start down here with the road. As you can see, I've put the surrounding wall down the road, very detailed road with the tunnels at the end. That takes you to just down here, which is the park entrance. So this will be the main public entrance that you can get to with roads that are two sides down the park. We've got the roundabout here. I'm going to probably put something in the middle of that roundabout. And then the roads that take you down the other side of the park here to the tunnel. Just the same kind of tunnel that I did, if you remember my Peak Park series. Similar to sort of what I was going for with there. So we'll go in the entrance. Obviously it's got its own lane on the road for the park entrance, clearly signposted and everything. The layout for this is somewhat inspired by Wallaby Holland if you look at how their car park works on Google Maps. So you've got the entrance here, which is two lanes that take you through, and it takes you to buses and taxis, which is straightforward, or the park entrance, which is to the right. Got your parking pay station here, so you pay just as you come in for the parking. This is the kind of theme I'm going for, that as you can see, it's got loads of TMTK fit out and everything. What's she on? Is it File Explorer or something? Nice. So it takes you through to the main car park here, basically. So I think the last park series I made most of the car park features out of wall pieces, so this time I've gone for art pieces. I think just because they're a lot thinner and you can get a lot more detail with them. So there's arrows everywhere, obviously telling you where to go. We've got the electric gate in here. There's one for the park entrance here and the park exit, which is at the back. And then obviously we've got the blue parking spaces that I put in all of my parks. Something very important that I think everyone should do in their parks. And yeah, that's how far we've got with it. We've got these big planters as well, which I'll fill out with plants. And this is the park exit here, obviously 2 lanes, park exit, and it quite clearly tells you. I'll probably put some no entry signs on there as well, just so you don't get some randomers driving in the exit. I'm sure you'll probably get some. But yeah, that's how far I've got with it so far. I'm really happy with this park, how the layout looks so far. I'm quite happy with kind of the size of the car park. It's going to be an indicator for the size of the park I'm making. This is the biggest park I've probably going to ever have made. You can see this is going to be the entrance structure here. I've started to like plan it out with the terrain paint. It's going to be a curved kind of long building with 2 sticky outy bits at the back. And then there's kind of like pre-plaza there, and then that's probably going to be a maintenance building on the right, but the maintenance area actually is up and to the left, as you can see. So this will be the maintenance area. You'll be able to access it from the main road, so I'll put in an entrance point around there so you can get to the maintenance area. And then the big patch to the left of that is going to be a building. I'm not going to tell you what it is, you'll find out later in the series, but yeah, this will be a building that will serve a purpose. But yeah, I've got a lot to do in this park. Very exciting. This first episode is, yeah, just the beginning. It's probably going to be around 10 episodes long, this park series. Probably definitely my biggest park yet. And I'm very happy to see where it goes. So I will catch you in the next update. Right, update 2 time. So quite a lot's changed, as you've probably noticed. First off, I'll go through the car park, the changes on here. I've started to add what will be basically the offices building for the park. I've framed these planter areas. I can't remember whether was the gate in last time? Well, we've got a gate. Gate on both sides, motorised gate. Coming into the park, I can't remember the ticket stall was here last time. I can't remember what was here last time actually, but I've added the... Did I add the car parking space? I genuinely can't remember what I built last time. It's been that long. Yeah, car parking spaces, arrows, it all makes sense. Got these people here directing you where you're going. Obviously they can move these around throughout the day depending on where traffic needs to go. Got the buses and stuff coming out. Oh yeah, buses and taxis, so they've got their own lane now. The buses and taxi drop off here, which was the signs that we made last time in the first update. And obviously the entrance, this has changed quite a lot because it's just not a blank patch of land anymore. So yeah, entrance. I've got these kind of lights here with the trees. I'll show you in night time at the end of this. It's only to fill in these planters. I might add something to these. The original plan you can kind of see here is like this quite large curved building, but I've like nearly halved it in thickness just because I don't really know what to fill it with. So this is what the building looks like at the moment. Might add it to a bit more depth, like I said. This side's got a toilet on it, so I could potentially add maybe another toilets block or something over here, because you can buy your tickets from these. These are the tickets units. Just exactly the same building style as that. It's all the same building. I've just basically just copied it over. So you've got like plants and rocks and stuff. There's lights hidden in there that you can't really see. So it lights up all this. These are all lampposts as well. So there's lights in the top of these. What else is there to go through? I did like the AC units on top of everything. I was struggling with this because I know what's going to be going here, hence this patch of land. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I needed something quite tall to kind of offset the longness of this building, because it's quite a long kind of short building. So I added these two parts to it here, these two kind of, I don't know, turrety bits. But what is going here will offset that. That's going to be next episode, so you've got that to look forward to. So yeah, that is the entrance part. Oh, there's this building here as well. Forgot to mention this one. This is the metro. Last park, I think I just had, was it a toilet block or something for the guests to kind of spawn in at, which it looks alright. So I thought I'd actually make something useful this time. So we've got a metro station, so you just guests will spawn in there once I add the spawner. And I've put lights around this as well, made it look all pretty. And yeah, I'm going to fill in these big grass areas with plants and bushes and trees and all that. And basically how the entrance is going to work is this kind of this plaza here with compass, no, that's the word for it. You've got your planters and stuff here. So Voyagers Adventure, the logo, I'm not completely sold on it. It might change. It probably will change. I don't know whether it'll be this update or this episode, sorry, or the next episode or the one after. I don't know. It might change at some point. It's just when I get around to coming up with a better, I mean, I can't even call this a logo really. I have actually messed around with some sort of other logos, but then it kind of looks a bit like Chessington's logo. So I'll get back on that. Watch this space for that. So we've got the entrance here with your kind of phone scanner thing, so you can scan your tickets. There's staff here to help. And this is the exit, and obviously for wheelchair access, because you won't be able to get a wheelchair through these, so you've got a gate there for that. I might put some lockers here or some sort of services at the sides. Got this roof in the middle, and then these will be around the park as park maps. It's just the screen there. I know it's got the Planet Coaster logo on the minute, but basically what I'm going to do is, once I've got this park finished, I'll take a photo kind of like, I don't know, like that of the park, so something like this, and then put that on the TV screen so you can see it around the park. And I might try and put a little red dot in, like basically like saying you are here, for where the actual map is around the park. That could be a cool idea. And then you come down here, and this is going to be like the main kind of entry plaza to the park. So basically what I'm thinking is I'm going to have restaurants that kind of flank these side paths that come off here. There'll be nice planters and stuff coming down the hill, because I've had a bit of an elevation change since last time. There'll be multiple elevation changes throughout the park, so this will be the first one. You have your main plaza here. I might put a little water feature or planter in the middle, and then obviously the paths that go off to the left and the right, which will kind of encompass this lake that I'm kind of creating almost. Ignore the massive holes in the floor. I'll reveal at the end of this episode what next week's ride is. It will be a coaster, and it will be going here, so I'll reveal what that is in the last update when I ask for name suggestions for that. But this is all going to be about creating a nice waterfront across here that will kind of extend down the different paths that take you around this central lake, and creating this nice entrance area. And that is it for this second update, so I will see you once I've built a little bit more. Right, third update time. So quite a lot's changed, as you can see. I'll probably do one more update, I think, before this episode's finished, so I'll go around. Obviously you can see I've added a lot more plants to these planters, so they actually feel quite full now. There's a nice kind of block between the buildings and the entrance and the car park, I thought. It needed a bit of height as well, so that's them. New logo as well. The park actually has a new logo. If you go down to the entrance, you get a better view of it, but yeah, turn the torch on, that's better. Yeah, so that is the new logo for the park. I thought it was much better than the old logo. I really didn't like the old logo, so that's why I've changed that. Maintenance area, so we actually have like a proper functioning maintenance area now. So there's kind of the bigger buildings here with the larger doors that you do like the main sort of I don't know, maintenance in. A few random scrap bits of track around the maintenance area. This can be some nice teasers for what you can expect to come with the coasters in this park. So there's going to be one of those. I'm one of those. Then this would be a kind of like offices building over here. A couple of shipping containers. I've added like different ground textures and like leaves and bushes coming through, but obviously this needs to be more fleshed out, vehicles and stuff. Probably another building here. And we will go down into the main park. So I don't know how much of this has changed since last update. I can't remember. So there's the floor mural. I can't remember whether that was there last time. I've added just a lot more plantation all around. I'll show you in night at the end as well. Actually no, I'll show you at night now. So if you go to nighttime, as you can see, quite a lot of this has changed. Definitely a lot more lighting around the whole park as well. So there's lighting now in these planters as well. Light just here shining up at the logo. So yes, there's quite a lot of night lighting going on. We'll switch back to day. Then if you come through here, come through the entrance, and then quite a lot of down here has changed as well. Still got the food units from last time, and then there's kind of these rocks started to form. I'm going to put loads of plants in these as well to create almost like planters. You'll have kind of seating areas either side, and there's a seating area along here as well, which will have a very nice view, as I mentioned last time before, which is what that massive hole's there for. I think the barrier here, I don't know whether to make it a bit lower or not, but that's that kind of height it's at. I think I might just leave it. Yeah, and then obviously the paths go off to the different sides. If you're wondering what this is as well, you will see, I'm guessing, either episode 2 or 3, I think this area will start to come in, but yes, another ride. And then obviously there's this ride over here as well. Put the bridge in. I've extended the lake around quite a fair bit and changed the bit of terrain of the park as well. So all this is all flat down here. And I'm thinking this is going to be kind of like, basically I want the water to kind of start up at the top here. So I might put a waterfall on the other side there. I'm undecided yet. So there'll be a waterfall that will start here. The water kind of trickles down here. You've got, it kind of goes off down there. I might do another waterfall here, and then a waterfall here as well for it to get down into some parts of this lower section. So yeah, that's how far we've got with the park so far. I will see you in the final update. Final update time. So this is episode 1 complete now, at least done for the moment. I might still go back and add some stuff over the next couple of episodes, but yeah, this is where we are at the moment. Got added all the cars to the car park and everything. There's a lot more foliage now everywhere. We'll have a look down there in a minute. Can't remember whether I showed you the new park logo last time, but yep, new park logo, much better than the last one I think. Maintenance areas come on a lot as well. We've got all the vehicles and stuff. Cars everywhere. Nice rainbow of shipping containers. Track pieces, I think I showed you these last time. Little sneak peek for a coaster there that I've forgotten to delete. Oh well, I'll keep it in. We're not recording this twice. Yeah, so obviously you will come in down here to your entrance. I've moved around some of these barriers and I've filled the car park full of cars. And this brings you to your entrance. I've added a lot more like plants and stuff. I'll show you at night what it looks like in a second. So this is obviously the metro station, same as before. I think most of this is the same apart from adding a few more plants. Then you kind of come through here. I've added like a help desk on the side as well. I might add something on this side. I don't really know what I need to add yet. I'll come back to that later. And then you come down here and I've added these kind of like bodies of water right at the top. Kind of the idea I was going for with this is, as you can see, these two could be like pump houses either side. The water comes out of the pipes there, fills up these parts, and then kind of trickles down all throughout the park. So it goes down this waterfall here, kind of turns into this body of water here, which next week's coaster will be in, goes underneath this bridge a little bit further down, and another waterfall here which will bring it down to the back of the park. And it kind of does that on both sides. I might connect this up here, I'm undecided yet, but it'll only be thin just because of the size of what's coming here, which I'll mention in a bit. And this brings you down to the main plaza of the park. So this is pretty much done now. I might add a few more structures and like floor murals and stuff because I don't know whether it feels a bit kind of open. But we've got burritos, drinks, burgers. ice cream, tacos, and a bakery. Another really random mix. I might theme them in a bit later, but I've chucked a few more of these park stands around as well, and basically these are hidden vista points as well. I've dotted a few of these around just so people can come up and look at the nice views, I suppose. So this is kind of what the main plaza looks like from an overhead view. At the front here you've got the seats. I can't remember these were in the last update either, but these will give you a very nice view of what is going to fill this entire space next episode. I'll mention that in a bit, as you can tell with a massive hole in the floor. And then I've added this piece on the end as well, which is just kind of like another seating area. I might dot around a few more benches and tables in there, and yeah, another seating area down here. That's kind of what I was going for. Oh, we'll just ignore him. He was kind of a height marker. So basically how this is going to work is it splits off with these three I cannot speak today. Splits off with these three bridges. As you can see, the rocks are kind of transitioning into the next areas. So over here, oh, missed that coaster. Over here is going to be like a jungle themed area, and then over at the back over here is going to be, there's no spoilers on this side, is going to be another coaster here. I'm thinking of kind of like an, I don't know, like an outland sort of area. It might be like a bit of a, I don't know, old village swamp maybe, all fitting in like the general adventure theme. But the next episode will be this coaster here. So you'll come around here and this will all still be part of this section at least, like the entrance and this coaster on this kind of, nearly an island if I chop that off, will be part of like an Atlantis kind of theme, which is what I was going for with just the entrance of the park. So follow the same theme as this, and it is going to be a B&M dive coaster. Never done one of these before in Planet Coaster, so that is going to be the first major coaster of this park. So an Atlantis sort of themed B&M dive coaster is the names I'm going to be asking you for this week, and that will determine the name of the coaster for next week's episode. So just remember that. Comment those below, and I will show you what it looks like at night. So there you go. This is the park at night. Obviously all the street lamps are illuminating all of that side, all the planters and the sign have got their own lights in and everything. And then, oh, I might have to just turn all the vehicle lights off to look a bit stupid. And then you come down into the park. Obviously all the entrance plaza is nicely lit up and everything. The metro is lit up so you can see it from a distance. Voyagers Adventure, the sign is nice and lit up, and then you go under here. This is a lot more kind of subtle lighting as you come down here. So both of these sides have quite like subtle lighting, and then you come down into the main plaza and kind of a lot more subtle lighting as well. A bit more director lighting for the places where you, like for eating and stuff. But yeah, that is the first episode finished. As you can tell, this is a lot more detailed than I would put in my other parks. I want to make this park the best park I've ever made. That is the brief I'm going for. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this first episode's turned out. So obviously the next episode, the dive coaster, already finished that coaster, I've just hidden it so you can't see it. But it's nice and 4 meter smooth and everything. Very happy with that, and I cannot wait to theme it and give it whatever cool name you lot come up with, because I am not good at coming up with names. So yeah, that's it. This first episode of the park is finished, and the park has officially begun. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's episode where we build the dive coaster, which I'm very, very excited for. If you want early updates on what I'm doing around the park, like progress photos and status updates on the park, then you could become a channel member. Just click the join button below, it'll give you all the information you need. And yeah, we are finished. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.